The West Tisbury Library is the heart of the community in the town of West Tisbury, which is the small rural center of the island of Martha's Vineyard. Our community decided to build a new library about 7 years ago when it saw how busy the library was, that there wasn't enough room for books, there wasn't enough room to do any of the programs that we had been doing. The shelves were so crowded you couldn't reach all the way up or all the way down. We didn't have enough room to house our collections, and they were really inaccessible. Because this is a public library, one of the things that is most important in the library is our shelving. It needs to be functional, it needs to be beautiful, and it needs to be accessible to everybody in our community. We did a lot of research into all of our suppliers during this project, and we were incredibly fortunate to have found Systematics to be our shelving supplier. They helped us do the design, they helped us figure out what color worked best, what worked best for our collection. They worked with us to figure out measurements and where our collection should go. One of the things that was also very important for our library, we have a very small staff and we need to have a visual sense of what's happening in the room. So we worked with Systematics to create shelving that was perfect for our visual aspect as well as very accessible for our patrons. One of the things you probably know about modern public libraries is that we have lots of DVDs. They're really important for our community. And what Systematics was able to do was to give us specialized shelving for our media collection. Downstairs are our stacks, and one of the things that was very important was to get a sense of beauty and lightness in our stacks. And what Systematics was able to do was to create beautiful acrylic panels that actually float right on our stacks downstairs, so they're visually appealing and very inviting. Systematics really understood that in our different children's areas, we want to make it fun as well as accessible to kids and also to their caregivers. They were able to create beautiful end panels that we now use as magnetic boards, so kids' art is hanging, posters for all of our events are hanging, and it's functional as well as beautiful. It's not just about books anymore. We have a large periodical collection, and our periodical collection needs to be ADA compliant. So what Systematics was able to do was to figure out how to get our periodical collection into the space in a way that's accessible and visually pleasing for our entire community. The entire staff here at the library was fortunate enough to work with our design team to determine what the best library would be that we could possibly create. One of the things that was so great about working with Systematics was that they understood what our needs were, and they were able to present us with colors and designs that exceeded what our expectations were, so that we have a beautiful, colorful, functional space now in our library. I have to say that working with this company has been one of the most positive parts of this entire project. When you find a company that really understands your needs and then goes all the way and then some to help you create the project of your dreams, you have to feel pretty good about it.